What's going on, people? It's word of mouth, and this is the first What You Havin podcast. Hey. The idea of this is going to be kind of just bringing guests on, having a little chat about random things or what we're up to. But the guest brings a drink for us all to try, hence What You Havin. And today we've got Peach Geese with us.
Round of applause.
Peach Geese! So, Peach, what we having?
Well, in true Peach Geese fashion, I've bought you all a couple of inches.
Oh. Thank you.
Right. If you don't like cider, I am sorry, but I'll finish it for you.
Thank you. A few more inches than me.
So, before we crack these open, tell us how that you came about them.
The latest shop opened near me, which is coincidentally next to the pub that I always get drunk at.
I can see why you have an alcohol problem.
Yeah, they sell everything, and it opened till 3 a.m, and you in the same place you can get king skins, cider, and garlic bread, all in the same shop.
Garlic bread.
Genuinely, it's insane. And then
vegan's dream.
And then they've got a lot of other ciders, but I like making the inches joke that I just made. So
And garlic bread got butter in it though.
Nah, not that one. I spoke to the guy, and he gets it specifically because it's suitable for vegans. And then when people get really drunk and they need food, like when they get home.
What, they just get garlic bread?
Yeah, have you never scrammed? Like, I'll just
get a kebab. But then I'm not vegan, am I?
Can I get kebab just without the meat?
Well,
but yeah, I just like making the joke, and it's good cider as well. 100% British apples.
oh,
fucking hell, sorry, bro.
Cheers. Did you squirt on Bless?
Yeah.
it's not his first time. Cheers. Oh, fuck off.
And it wasn't even me that time.
I know. For context, earlier, Bless fully shouted at Kiz for slurping his monster too loud.
It's because he's the worst person.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone for a meal with him?
No.
Oh, mate.
I've never seen him eat. Than I actually am.
Mate, you know, like, you ever seen, like, gone to a zoo and you seen, like, a pig?
He's like a hungry hippo.
Yeah, honestly.
Mate, you should see him demolish 10 chicken wings, bruv.
Demolish is not the word.
He even
Inhale.
eats the bone.
Oh, mate.
Were you there when Camille demolished, like, what was it, like 30 chicken wings in the space it took me to eat a wrap? It was so bad. Like, everyone got brought over, like, chips and a wrap and everything like that, and then just, like, just a big old plate of wings.
All you could eat.
Nah, I think the funniest was the quiche at time.
Oh, mate.
I used to love a quiche, man.
We was like, you know, having a few beers on like a summer's day in his back garden, yeah, like as you do. He was like, "Oh, I'm hungry." I was like, "Yeah, fair enough. I'm a little bit hungry too. Go get something, yeah." You know, you think he'd bring out like, you know, some crisps or some nuts or something. He pulls out a full quiche, not even cut up. He gets out of the box and just bites into it and demolishes it, bruv.
I used to skate down Tesco's car park, so the only place we'd get stuff to eat is just above in Tesco's, and you used to get the mini quiches. I would just sit there and just demolish one.
Yeah, a mini quiche. Yeah. Fair play.
But that being said, my friend brings a quiche to the cinema.
That's new
That is elite. That is elite.
That is new level.
Right, if they bought a plate and like a knife and fork and they just sat there at the cinema,
oh, mate.
All of a sudden, I don't seem too bad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, to be fair.
I seem normal.
So,
if it takes someone doing that to make you look normal, then that's still a problem.
A very big one.
So we're just coming off the back of Battlegrounds. We launched that Moonshine Club on Granada Road the other week.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was quite a good event, actually.
We've got 2 winners in the midst.
Yeah.
3 winners.
Double winner.
Yeah.
Double winner. How we doing, guys?
I think what was really cool at the end of it is the amount of people that have said to me, "No, I don't want to do a battle. Then came up to me and was just like, "Yeah, I'll do a battle."
Yeah.
It's because they saw OCB and they were like, if I could beat anyone, it's him.
Your battle's finished.
Yeah, no, it fucking ain't, man.
But that includes you, El. Like, you were like, "Yeah, I can do a battle now."
Yeah, for sure.
I was terrified.
I think I was just waiting for the right opponent, really.
There's more to choose from now compared to like last time.
Yeah, exactly.
So speaking about Battlegrounds, what would you say is probably your favourite bar of the night? Out of all of the battle rap, what would you say is the best one?
I would actually say OCB's first bar on me. Now let me set the energy in the room. Your ex-girl fucks you like she was the dude.
Yeah,
I was gonna.
Yeah. I got scared, bro. When he came through with that, I was like, have I lost?
Yeah,
this?
he done well.
And then, but the second and third one, he kind of like fizzled out a bit. Like he used his best round first.
Yeah, he did impress me.
But
for sure.
it did worry me for a hot minute.
Yeah. I think that was really good bar. I think Mazzy's one against Yuki's. When she did the Michael Jackson bar and then was like, Kizzy, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, that
I was
was
like,
sick.
yeah, that's a bar. That was entertaining.
Quack's Will Smith.
That was
thing
good.
was sick.
Yeah,
Like the enemy
yeah.
of the same. Notice they all have the same actor. Or like Chris Rock would jump on the stage and slap me or whatever it was.
Apex's
But then
rebuttal
again,
was good. Though.
his
He
rebuttal
flipped it.
was hard.
Apex, like I was talking about this on the way home. Apex is like his bars were all really good, but they were vague enough that it doesn't matter who he was battling. They could have worked.
Yeah, it's not direct, is it?
They weren't like he went freestyle for the last two things, which is fine, but they weren't. You could have swapped out Quack for anyone, and it would
I
have
think
worked.
with the freestyle stuff, I think some of it was like pre-written that he had banked.
Yeah.
Against, again, like you said, against anyone, and then he threw some freestyles in there. For
Yeah,
the
like that.
rebuttals and
The
stuff.
worm scheme was as funny as it was. It just didn't make any fucking sense. It was fun. It was funny though.
It was
Yeah.
funny, but yeah, I think that was a very, very close battle. I think your bar.
That was my favourite battle of the night.
You miffed Quack's chances a bit by announcing he was from Southampton at the start of it. Bro. Literally, everyone booed him before he said
Yeah,
anything.
you kind of have to do it.
He's not even. He's from Romsey as well. That's well bad. He was there. He's not mush. I'm from Romsey.
Yeah, actually, you know, it's
Everyone's
pretty
been
much the
booing him
same.
already.
I like that bar that he said. What did he say? I'm only here because Peach didn't want to get the train on his own.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
He was originally
He was
meant to
good.
be. I was meant to have a punchline, and it was going to be like, because he was coming as a guest anyway. I was going to be like, and even the whole crowd think you man are, and like say imply it was going to say Bellends like with the rhyme, but then Quack I was going to stop. Quack from the audience was going to shout the end of the punchline, but he was going to shout the wrong word, so people would know we planned it, but he'd just fucked it up. But like we planned so much stuff like that, but then we just didn't get to like practice it in time. Like I wanted to get you to do the when I found out I was battling, I asked who I was versing. Bless said, and you're like OCB. I said never heard him. But it's just too complicated for something that was already so
I
complicated.
got to stay neutral in those battles as well. Like, do you know what I mean? But no, I think it was really good. I think there isn't a battle that disappointed during the night.
No.
For me, like I think everything was quite entertaining. And what done it for me is there was people in the crowd that had never been to a battle event before, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm definitely coming again," sort of thing. And so we just got to build up a little battle scene in Portsmouth, and I think
It was a
we're
good
on to
start.
a winner, man.
It was a good start.
It was a very
Especially
good start.
one thing I like as well is the fact that we tried something new. So we tried the compliment battle, and you know, I think that did kind of work as well. And one thing, like I quite enjoyed that battle as well, especially when Sin Sync was saying like, I took your passport just so I could be like you. Like that creased me up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I did really enjoy watching that.
I did like the compliment battle, but it didn't hit the same compared to a diss battle. Because there's so much more tension. Like
Yeah, in a rap battle, you're supposed to be in your opponent's face.
Yeah, it's more of a
saying how much you
competition.
hate them. Sort of thing.
rather than
But
saying
see-
how much you love them.
See,
Yeah.
I disagree on the fact that both me and OCB, like we spoke about it before, both went the comedy route rather than like the harsh bar route. He kind of went harsh on himself, to be honest, at one point. Which
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't get where, because
he tried to jump in front of something I might say, but I was never going to say that. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, so that I think that kind of put like almost like an awkward moment.
Yeah,
for the
it
crowd.
did. It really.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
he was stood there like,
what?
ooh.
Like, wait, did he say that? No,
it was
do you
kind
know
of
what
like
I
a
mean?
B
What
rabbit
did he
moment.
say?
Thing is though, with battle rap at the moment, when you're introducing battle rap to new people, they want to hear the funny comedy bars. Okay?
Anyone can
If you're
say.
in a proper hardcore rap battle crowd, they want to hear the intricate setups, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
punchlines, and that sort of delivery. I think Kiz hits the nail on the head because you came in with full-on jokes and you won the crowd over and you won the judges over, whereas if C1 did those bars in front of like a proper hardcore battle rap crowd, he probably would have taken it because of the intricacies of the setups.
Yeah.
And so I think it's not dumbing down battle rap, but I think you have to play to your crowd.
Commercialising it.
Yeah, and you do have to commercialise it, and I think you know it's still a skill. You're still writing bars, you're still writing lyrics, you're memorising it, and you're delivering it in front of a crowd. You know, no beat. I think it's easier to perform a song than it is to battle rap.
Yeah, definitely.
For me personally.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it is commercialising it, and I think we're building up a little bit of a scene.
Thing is, we need for the compliment battles, we need to be more careful with the selection because it needs to be the funnier ones to do the compliment battles.
Yeah.
Because if it's a compliment battle, you immediately don't have that whole thing of going deep and taking the piss.
Yeah.
So it really has to be funny or it's not going to work.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing with battle rap. I think you have to be very hard-headed in it as well, in terms of you got to be prepared for no reaction. Because if you set yourself up for a bar and you're thinking, yeah, I'm gonna get the crowd gassed, and then all of a sudden the crowd don't react, you gotta carry on like nothing's happened. And that's why as well with like the C1 battle, when I was prepping for it, I thought to myself, on every verse I do, I want to leave the crowd with a bar they can remember. Oh, at the end of that bar, kids said this. Do you know what I mean? And that's where the comedy comes into it, because you want to give something they can remember, and that's why as well, especially with like recent events. As an example, recent events of Will Smith smacking Chris Rock, that's what made Quack's bar so effective. Because of the relevance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to put that in, and I think.
Same with me with the packs and potions.
Yeah, that was a great bar. And then you had some football ones as well.
Yeah,
obviously.
You take more balls to the face than David De Gea.
Yeah, that was a bar.
But yeah, no, I think overall it was a good event, and I think we're heading in the right direction.
He said Mazzy D looked like
Paul Pogba.
Didier Drogba.
Didier Drogba, not Paul Pogba. Oh, yeah. There's some questionable ones in that one, but
bro, I was deceased. I was behind the camera laughing my head off.
Yeah.
Your camera was very, very wobbly.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, I know.
I watched that footage back.
I couldn't help it, bro.
Someone would do a funny bar and then the camera would go.
I couldn't help it.
But no, I think it was good, and I think as far as the direction we're heading in that, I think it's really good. What I also really like is it brings the scene together. So even though there's people standing on that stage saying obscene things, they're shaking hands or hugging it out at the end, and.
Yeah, it's all love.
Yeah, and that's that's the whole thing what Word of Mouth's about as well. It's about bringing people together.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm loving it, man.
I think we should go a little further afield to grab some other people for like the next one. Yeah. Purely because like the concept of battle rap brings enough people that the actual artists don't need to as much. So with Grab the Mic, like it matters about the lineup because that's what brings the people. With Battlegrounds, the concept brings the people anyway. Because I got like loads of people in Southampton have been like, asked when my next show is. I was like, I've got a gig this day, but then there'll be another battle rap thing. They're like, yo, the battle rap thing sounds fun. We'll come to that.
Yeah. I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing to promote and people enjoy it. It's entertaining, isn't it? So
I think as well, battle rap over the last few years kind of died down a little.
Yeah, don't flop with like no hate to Don't Flop. They kind of like pioneered it around here, but
yeah, for sure.
But they don't. Before you had like fucking like Lunacy, Shotty Horror, like just all the time doing all these battles, and now it's just like I see a Don't Flop lineup and I don't know anyone on it.
There's not the reach for it anymore, and it did die a death. But then you look at what they're doing in Canada at the moment at King of the Dot. They've just done $100,000 tournament, which they partner streamed on Twitch.
Nice.
So they've made the money. And they've done a whole tournament, and they didn't do it like a knockout tournament. They did it like a football, like a points thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
what, like group stages
like a table,
and
stuff? Yeah.
Whoa,
and there was group
sick.
stages for the divisions that they were in.
That's really cool.
It was crazy, and I watched a bunch of them on Twitch. So it was free to watch.
Yeah.
Obviously, you could go see it live, but I think they started doing it maybe during COVID and stuff because they had crazy rules in Canada. And yeah, they streamed the final, and it's for $100,000, like cash, not like $100,000 in prizes.
Yeah, cash. Yeah.
We could potentially like we obviously have the prizes and stuff, but like,
I mean, I could give them a tenner.
We could potentially, even if it like, because we're smaller scale, even if it's from like the one pot, like £100 for the winner of the whole night, like the best battle rapper of the whole night, that would get so many like people there. They'll be like, what, 3 lots of 45 seconds on stage, and I might win. I wanna. Like on the small.
I feel like with that though, it'd have to be a freestyle knockout type thing, and then the final is
Yeah.
£100
Obviously not,
winner.
yeah. Like once because Battlegrounds is likely to build up more of a following.
We put in the prizes for it as well, but
Yeah.
like we've just for the last Battlegrounds, we had about £700 worth of prizes.
Nice.
Yeah, the thing
But I
is,
can't wait till we get fucking an NFT as a prize.
Here's your prize. Where is it?
Bruv, just screenshot
the
it. It's
metaverse.
yours. Just screenshot it.
It's in the metaverse, bro.
please take the door to your left, enter the metaverse,
Yeah.
grab your prizes.
But the thing is as well, going back to what you said about Don't Flop Peach, I think that's also because, like, as an example, if people from London or that kind of area just randomly saw one of our lineups for Battlegrounds, they're not going to really know who we are. So it's depending how deep into that scene you are. So as an example,
It is true, but even like back in the day, you'd have like a Don't Flop event in Dorset, but there'd be fucking like people that you know, not even from like there, from like up and down the country.
It was different gravy then.
Yeah.
The other thing is battle rap fans when Don't Flop was at its highest weren't actually battle rap fans. They were just
Plus they're all like 35 years old, so they're probably like too old to listen to.
yeah, but
it now.
it was also like scholarship kids that do poetry degrees and do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it wasn't rappers, and it was the virality of those videos that went around. So it started off with the Blizzard Mark Grist battle that went viral, and then quickly after that, Lunacy was the one that was picked up, and that's just because of
Lunacy was goated on Don't Flop, to be honest.
But it was just the people that was around that looked like him, like
Yeah.
all those sort of indie kids looked like Lunacy. They were the ones that were interested into it, and then they wanted to go see battle rap.
Yeah.
And then obviously it did take a bit of a dive, but
That's expected though.
Yeah.
Everything does.
but I went to Don't Flop events when they first kind of started. Like I went to a lot with Tenchi,
Yeah.
and I entered a couple tournaments as well, and then I went when it was at its highest as well, and then I went after it died down a bit, and I've been to some really good ones since the die down, and I've been to some very quiet ones, but I also and so I take the good bits from that and I implement it into what we do, and I think what we deliver is really good. It's just we're still very, very small.
Yeah. To be fair, Quack did say that because he's done 3 Don't Flop battles, I think, and bar the one, which is him versus River, which is the one on YouTube. Bar that one, our event was like better energy and like busier than the other 2 that he's done.
Yeah.
yeah.
But they weren't like the massive battles, but like apparently like just the whole vibe of the club, like how it was all set up, how excited everyone was to
I
be
think
there
it
and
was
stuff.
set up
It was
really
good.
well.
It was really like a good pit style thing without it being like fully pit style. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think what's also really important is that people who come to our events, they know that the battle rap is for entertainment purposes, and so like anything we say, we like 9 times out of 10 we don't actually mean. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you sure, Kiz?
I'm
We had someone
1000% sure.
said you said.
I'm 1000% sure. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's that kind of, it does take off that edge because it does make you realise it is all love. It's
Oh,
literally
yeah.
just
Yeah.
banter
Yeah.
poetry.
Yeah, no.
Bad at poetry.
And-
It's just
and-
adults insulting each
And
other.
I think, before we go on to the next thing, obviously for anyone that's watching this, make sure you check out the Battlegrounds April playlist in the Word of Mouth channel.
I was going to say, leading on to the next thing, do we know when the next Battlegrounds is, roughly?
So I'm looking at July. We're thinking about maybe doing it during the day on a Saturday, hopefully. We'll go see how that works out. We're going to probably put a poll up. And
If you're watching this,
hopefully you've already
let
made your
us
decision.
know. Yeah, let us know if you're watching in the daytime.
Yeah, but I think it'll be good, man. And I think people have already come up to me and said they want to battle.
Yeah.
So I've got quite a few locked in already. I think we just need to find a decent opponent for Apex now,
Yeah.
because he's on a bit of a roll. He's still unbeaten.
Yeah, I
Kiz.
I don't.
Big J is available for £100
Oh.
Big Yay's available.
for £1,000.
Wait, no, Big Yay versus Sydney. It's got to be done.
Wait, hang on. Big
Battling
J.
Big J, yeah, is
Oi.
available for £100.
That might actually be a shout. Do you know what? That might actually be worth it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know he is coming back into his battle scene at the moment as well,
Yeah.
isn't he?
But he was the guy. You guys saw the Deji fight, yeah?
Mm.
Did you see
I
the
didn't even
Salt
bother
Puppy
watching
one?
it.
And the guy that went into the ring, he was spitting bars and he said the racist joke.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I did
That's
see that.
Big J.
Oh.
Yeah, he went in and did the Chinese bar, like you look Chinese sort of thing.
Wait, what? I
Have you
never
not
saw
seen
that.
it?
Nah.
Oh.
Okay, then probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
No, but the thing is, again, this is the thing. Goes back to what we were talking about commercialising battle rap. If he was in a Don't Flop battle and spat those bars,
Yeah.
it's a different thing. But when
Yeah.
you're in public around a bunch of people that don't understand the concept of battle rap and the lines that are not drawn
Yeah.
or are drawn, then they don't get it and they just think you're being racist.
Yeah.
Battle raps, anything goes really.
But that's
isn't it? Do you know what I
so
mean?
you draw your own lines for it. But I think each division as well. So like you could go to a battle rap, company or somewhere else, and they might have the understanding as like this doesn't go, this doesn't go, you know. Whereas some leagues are just kind of like anything goes. And I think between like us, like we kind of know what kind of goes.
Yeah, there definitely is a line,
Yeah.
but
It's up to you as an individual.
yeah,
If you want to cross it or not, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, I think we'll see how it goes. I'm really looking forward to what we got. But yeah, we'll talk about Big J.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
But that's the thing as well. Even before that, we've got 3 more Grab the Mics Skinny Man gig.
Yeah.
We got
We've got
what,
loads.
Party in the Park. We got bloody. I got the cancel culture gig.
Yeah, there's so much coming up.
Quite a lot in it.
Yeah, and I think, and even we got London as well.
Yeah.
Launching in London.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's non-stop right now, isn't it? And then we've got skate park events.
but I literally, the only fucking one that got done last year, I had bloody Rona, and that's my element. Literally, if I wasn't a musician, I'd be a skater, because that's what I did before. Like
Absolute same.
no, genuinely, that.
yeah.
I was on my way to getting paid for skating and like doing competitions and shit. Ended up in a wheelchair, and then I had nothing to do but stuff I probably should have been doing, and then got into music at the end of it. So it's like being able to skate and do music in the same event, insane, and I will win the fucking skate.
That was a good
competition,
event.
without a doubt.
I did really like the South Sea Skate Park one.
Yeah. And they want us to come back, which is
Yeah.
nice. isn't it?
I'm annoyed I missed it. I really want to do it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the Halen Island one as well when we done that.
Yeah, that was a good
That
one.
was good actually.
That was a good one, yeah. I'm hoping we can do something like that
Yeah.
ourselves. I'd like to put on like a little outdoor fundraiser type thing with a mini stage and stuff like that. I think something like that.
If we do it South Sea, and we're doing a fundraiser, be like, if we make £50, Peach will try a backflip on the 12-foot ramp.
Sweet. Down for that.
I'll just do it at the bottom.
So like,
Just stand on the floor, we're like, yeah.
obviously, this sort of thing that we're doing here is a little bit different to what we normally do, and the whole idea of these kind of videos is to show a bit of behind the curtain, if you
Bit
will.
of personality.
Yeah, and we've been doing some other things.
We have. They've been taking a while. I apologise.
We won't get into that too much, prick. But so about a month ago, was it over a month ago?
Mate,
now?
It was February.
I've still got injuries.
I don't know how good you think
The
that camera
wrestling-
is.
the
Probably.
wrestling.
Ain't picking that
Yeah,
up.
well, there's
Hey,
a.
don't say things like
That's his new camera.
That's his baby.
I've still got marks from that video.
Do you know what? I haven't. I came out of that pretty
sorry.
Bro, you took bumps quite well. Like I'm surprised you haven't still got whiplash.
well.
Yeah.
Because you know the one of you going like that and
Yeah.
it's coming out with wasted. You did 3 in a row and all of them were like that. That was
Yeah.
just the
Yeah.
best one. It was so funny.
So, for those who aren't following,
Oh, yeah.
in February we went and done Word of
February.
Mouth Goes Wrestling, and we linked up with Quality Wrestling in Havin or
And Tommy
Bedhampton,
Brown.
and Tommy Brown, and it was just a really good day. Wasn't it?
It was really funny.
Shout out Tommy the Tank.
Thing is, we're all picturing the video and the day, like laughing. Like to them, it's just the simple
Yeah.
one goes wrestling, but it was
Yeah.
so funny.
So in,
So
in
good.
theory, this will probably come out after. the
Hopefully,
wrestling video.
AP.
Hopefully,
Yeah, no.
hopefully.
But this is gonna be clipped to promote the wrestling. So
There we go.
this part of this video will be out first, maybe.
So yeah, this.
We're getting there.
So the day kind of went. We all linked up. We trained. We did some, stretches, and we learnt the basics.
I really liked running between the ropes. That bit was well fun.
Yeah.
I
Some
could do
people
that
done it
for
better than
hours.
others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even that hurts after a while. Like
Yeah.
doesn't it? And then we learnt the bumps, and the moves. We picked some moves and stuff like that, and then we just kind of worked on a routine, and then we went and got changed. Now, I wish I was filming during this bit because I walked into the toilet to go get changed, and I heard Lucas giggling exactly like that, and I'm like, what are you doing? And my mind was racing like anything. It was like Cheltenham in my mind. And he walks out and he's wearing his missus's dress.
Mate, I don't think I look too bad in it.
You looked amazing.
I pulled it off,
You
mate.
looked amazing.
You pulled it off.
But I was just blown away. Like I wish I had the camera on my forehead, like getting my reaction.
We should have filmed that bit.
Yeah, but it was fantastic, and it was a great day. I couldn't walk properly for like 3 or 4 days.
I know.
Nah, definitely.
Same.
After that,
I realised afterwards that I didn't even plan to do this. I can't remember her name. If I remember her name and I'm editing this, I'll pop it up on screen. There's a female wrestler, that I literally looked exactly like, from the pink hair, the vest like that, and everything like that. And it just cracked because someone sent me a picture. They were like, "Why do you look like her?" And I was like, "I wasn't planning on it, but fuck it." That's the other thing. I was also wearing females' clothes, but I didn't have a girlfriend to borrow them off, so they were actually mine. But it wasn't a flowery summer dress like Elle was wearing.
Yeah, I just straight up. I tried some of the missus' dresses on beforehand. And
He means before we even planned this video.
She gave me some tips and that. But some of them were just
Didn't even give you the whole thing.
Bro, you should have had some Crocs at Ugg boots as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I should have. Yeah,
with
she
some high
has
heels.
got Crocs actually. I should have stolen them. But yeah, I've tried a couple. Loads of them were just far too tight. Like honestly, like boob tubes kind of thing.
Big boy, mate.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, this one was just. I looked in the mirror because my hairy chest is sticking out and everything, and yeah, I look like the ugly stepsister from Shrek. You know.
I mean, to be fair, Kiz didn't decide on what he was going to be, so he came in fucking
everything that was in his closet.
Like, yeah.
Right, so
Bloody do-rag, balaclava.
the story around that.
trackies.
Not that I haven't really got a story, so I'll just explain what it was. Right, it's basically
forgot.
my name is Kiz Moel Sancho. That's my wrestling name. So I decided to come with some emoji white trackies, which were amazing. Some like this Jamaican netted vest kind of thing. Have my nipples poking out, funny as anything.
That did turn me on.
There's a zoom-in clip of just his nipple poking out between
why
the
isn't that in the
video?
And then
Too much away.
and then I had a do rag on, and then over my do rag I had like this massive ski mask, and yeah, it was entertaining. It was something else.
You looked like a Batman villain.
Yeah.
I will say it was better than what Iggy was wearing because he looked like he had just got changed for PE but forgotten his PE.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you go to
put no
school and you're
thought
like,
in.
you're like, I forgot my trainers. They're
Lost
like,
and found.
Just do it in your shit flickers
Yeah.
then. It's all right.
He put no effort into that.
Playing rugby in his leather brooches.
Yeah.
And then you had you dressed as one of the members of the Shield.
Well, you were fucking Hardy brother, innit?
No, I was going for Authors of Pain, but it is a bit like Shield. But yeah, I was taking it more serious than I think if I went in a dress. Fuck that. But yeah, I'll tell you what you look like, Kiz, though. Have you ever played Saints Row?
Yeah.
You look like the customisable character on Saints Row. Do you know what I mean? When
If
you just think,
it's being played by someone in year 6.
and is blind.
To be fair though, Tommy the Tank, he came in as a tennis player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he might have forgotten.
No, because he had
no,
to
he
do.
did.
He had
Yeah, he
the
did
tennis
bring-
racket with
I
him. innit?
will say this: Oscar nomination for Tommy Brown's acting.
Mate,
during
that
the
deserves
final
a
fight.
BAFTA.
When you watch the video, maybe I might put a clip of the little interaction we had. We were trying to like tell a bit of a story and give a reason as to why we were all scrapping, but that involved me and Tommy Brown having to just be in a ring and like fake fight while it was hilarious. It was just.
It was pretty funny.
It was the most like cardboard fucking acting ever.
I would
It's
do
so
it again.
good though.
I would
Yeah,
do it again. I think another one would be good.
Yeah, next time you got to be in a dress though.
I'd do it again, but spend more time on making a good fight. Because if we drop to part 2, we don't need to do that training again, and people don't need to watch that part. But we could drop like an actual 5-minute sort of like multiple angles, like good lighting and everything.
You know
do
what?
An actual fight.
If we had a few people sign up to it and say we trained for like 6 months, we could actually put on a word of mouth wrestling event.
Yeah, you can have fucking.
We'd sell tickets. You could perform in the ring.
Yeah. Some of our
I'm
artists
good at
come
performing
through
in
and
rings.
But yeah, I think there's something to think
my
about.
inch.
Yeah. So
that's why only an inch I done it.
How do you know?
Of all people, you're asking me how I know that.
Anywho,
Anywho's a goo.
Yeah.
I'll stop.
Before we started, we were all chatting about Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, mate.
Sorry, that probably really.
Yeah, he's got his headphones on. He's just deafened.
But yeah, we talk about Doctor Strange, and I think it started because it led on to me and Peach. We've seen Morbius.
I haven't seen it, but I've just heard really bad things, and I hate Jared Leto, bro.
I really
didn't like
it.
him as the
However,
Joker. Didn't.
He was a shit Joker,
Bruv, I don't know. I can't
But
see him.
anyway, speaking of Morbius, I've got a fucking funny story to tell you lot. Because I went to see Morbius, yeah. Alright, this is bad. This is really bad. So I went with Jess and like a couple mates, and these people that I went with will stay unnamed because
Except Jess,
yeah, because it wasn't Jess, it was the
Okay.
people that we were with.
Okay.
Anyway, so we got to the cinema and like all the adverts are playing and shit like that, and there was like 3 lads right at the back. We were like in the little VIP bit, and there was like 3 lads right at the back. Yeah, of course. And they were burping really fucking loud, like insanely loud, right?
like kids level.
And there was a bloke and his wife sitting in front of them, and the bloke turned around and was just like, "Can you stop doing that?" And they just laughed in his face, sort of thing, like louder than that.
Yeah.
They just kind of laughed in his face, and they were proper pricks. So this man and this woman just moved over to the other side of the cinema, and then the film started, and those lads were quiet. However, in the back right-hand corner, where we were sitting, we were a few rows down, there was another 3 lads, and they were like on their phones, they were taking pictures, they were making noises and all this sort of stuff. And then they done one of the worst things. As they were laughing, they threw a fucking bottle cap, and it hit the back of Jess's chair. So I stood up and I went, "Oi, can you shut the fuck up, please?" Like that, in front of everyone. Like, it was quite a busy cinema as well. And they were quiet for a little bit, and then it was like the last 15-20 minutes of the film, and they started back up again. They were fucking loud. They were one of them shouted "penis" for whatever reason. Yeah, literally. Nice. I was like, "You fucking well mature." They were going like, "Oh," and all that sort of shit. Yeah.
No, okay, no, I back that.
But it was just fucking stupid. And then the film finished. The credits start rolling, and my friend, it was a woman by the way, she turned to me and went, "Well, the film's over now." And she hops over 3 fucking rows of seats, grabs one of the lads by his shirt, pulls him towards her, rips her shirt. The guy's about to fall down the seats and stuff, so she grabs his hair and shoves him back and goes, "You guys were taking the piss," sort of thing. Like, show some fucking respect and all this sort of stuff. I'm stood up, like, backing her sort of thing. And then, like, one of the lads, like, took out his phone and she went to grab it. She was like, "Give me your fucking phone, I'll smash it," and all this sort of shit. And then I was going, the end credits have started, sort of thing, like, come back. And she was like, she went, "Good luck to you getting out of here," and all this sort of stuff. So these lads, like, full on shit themselves. We sat back down, we were watching the end credits. They ran out, and we're like, okay, fair enough. And then as we're walking out of the cinema, a bloke that was sat in front of us came up to me. He was just like, "Just so you know, I backed you guys up." I was like, "Okay, what's that to do with you?" He was just like, "Yeah, because I'm a copper."
What? Fair play, bro.
He went, "Yeah, those lads were being dickheads the whole time. I flashed my badge at them and they fucking ran off," sort of thing. And I was just like, "Oh, right, fair enough." But yeah, it was hilarious, but it was annoying at the same time, because
who goes to a cinema and does that? Like, it just baffles me.
That's what I'm saying.
It happens, bruv. I remember, I forgot what film I was watching, but I was with the missus, and there was like 3 girls in front of us. They weren't like being annoying or anything, but the whole time they're just on their phone, Like, not even watching the film.
Why?
Why pay for
Next
film?
time you go cinema, I'm going to pay kids to come sit in the seat behind you and just go.
Pull out a quiche. Oh, bro.
Do what? Sorry.
That's karma, and fuck you. Right?
Go
Love
on,
it.
kids. Take a healthy swig by the mic.
ASMR.
This is what I'm going to do.
Go on, alright.
This is your opportunity.
Hang on.
This is
I've got to recompose myself.
This is how Kiz drinks every single fucking time.
That's so gross, bro.
Oh.
Right, can we fucking stop doing that now?
But yeah, coming back to that,
Yeah.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand why people pay actual money, because the thing is, like, what is it? It's like £6, isn't it, for like the regular seat
No, it's like a £5, bro.
If that.
in Gunwolf?
Yeah, it's like a £5,
Yeah.
I swear.
I thought they bumped it up because of.
Oh, they might
But it's
have
like
now,
£6, £5, whatever.
It's less
innit?
than a tenner.
And you got food and all that sort of shit. But why would you spend that to go sit in a room to watch a movie and then be a dickhead the whole time? I don't get it.
Why pay to be a dickhead?
It's like people that come to events and just chat through the whole fucking thing.
You mean? Did you mean? No, it's all right if we bleep that part out. People think it's like some crazy censored moment, and then keep asking us what I've said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it just really annoyed me.
Yeah, that
But
mate.
it's a good story, isn't it? I'm never gonna let that person forget about that moment
No.
for as long as they live.
Yeah.
To be fair, I only ever go cinemas now for like it's past the day of being like every film you want to see you go cinema for. Like I've been twice this year. Just
I
for
will
superhero
usually
films.
just go if it's like Marvel or
Yeah.
Star Wars now.
Yeah, like the
Anything else,
I'll
the-
just watch online.
Yeah.
the stuff that I'm so invested in that I really want to hear it with, like the Dolby Atmos and
Yeah.
like, on a
Yeah.
massive screen and everything. I will. Like Doctor Strange, I'll go see.
yeah, like the last film I saw was the new Spider-Man.
Yeah. So like Spider-Man things like Eternals.
times.
Yeah, I know you did.
Last film I saw was Jackass.
What Jack?
I watched.
Sparrow?
Actually,
yeah.
I watched
No,
that.
see,
that
see,
one,
see,
yeah.
that I
Funny.
just I watched on computer at home because it's
Yeah, but-
completely legally. Because like there's no like cinema value to it. Like there's no like amazing
Yeah.
shots or amazing
I
sound
thought
design.
that.
in
I thought that
Jackass.
right because me and the missus were going to go watch the Uncharted film, and then we were just like,
That one I might, but it's just
that
seems
apparently
odd,
it's
doesn't
not good.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Apparently it's like just all over the place and
it?
stuff.
They crammed two.
and I was like,
games
and I
into
don't
one.
really
Yeah.
like Mark Wahlberg either. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, bro. Nah, I don't really like him.
Do you know who that
He's
is?
not.
Kiz?
He's
Oh,
not a
of course I
very
do.
good actor, and he usually always plays the same part.
Nah, I like
Same
Mark
with Dwayne
Wahlberg.
Johnson, bro.
He was a drug addict till he was like 40.
Yeah.
He just become an actor.
Yeah, I know, but like I don't know. I don't.
Nah,
I'm
I like Mark
just bored
Wahlberg.
of his face.
He-
It's like
he's-
Kevin Hart and all.
Oh, Kevin,
What? But Get Hard was great.
No, Get Up.
And Central Intelligence was
He,
good.
That's
see,
a banging
I don't
film.
mind him in films as much, but his stand-up is so bad.
Oh yeah.
No, I think it's funny.
Stand-up's
I think
awful.
He creases
He's
me
just
up.
loud and
There's-
shouts, and everyone finds it funny.
There's quite a few actors that just play themselves in the same
Yeah.
film. Like Ryan Reynolds is just
Oh, yeah.
always Ryan
Always,
Reynolds.
yeah.
Kevin Hart's usually just some variation of how he actually is.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson's different because he's still always Dwayne Johnson, but he's quite fucking funny with it. Like,
Have you seen him in Tooth Fairy?
Yeah, oh mate, I hate it. That film was so bad. But like, do you know what I mean? It's like in the like the Hobbs and Shaw spin-off and the Fast and Furious that he's in.
Yeah.
Like he's
I
very
can't watch
clearly
Fast
just
and
playing
Furious.
playing Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
But because he's that big and like probably that good at fighting, like it's believable that he would just end up in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Fast and Furious franchise has been
Nah.
dragged out a lot.
Yeah.
Mate,
Like the first 4 or 5 was
the best one's
decent.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Tokyo
Always.
Drift was
They're bringing a series out for it, aren't they?
That'd be cool.
I think series would be good.
Tell you what I'm looking forward to, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Mate,
good.
watch Moon Knight. It's actually
Oh, yeah.
I will
the
watch
best
it. I will
Marvel
watch it.
series to date.
I can't lie. I'm waiting for it to just all be out so I can just binge it.
Bro, it's like Oh, it's so
Is
good.
it?
It's genuinely 3 episodes in, and it's by far the best series so far.
I'm waiting for it to all come out because I did Hawkeye week by week, and it just killed me. Because
Hawkeye was very bad pacing.
I haven't seen that.
I
I'm not
enjoyed
gonna watch
Hawkeye.
No, I enjoyed it, but
same as the Winter Soldier one.
See,
I haven't watched that either.
I didn't mind that, but they're not going much further with it for now because not everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah,
like, they've always
I
got.
thought WandaVision was perfect.
Yeah.
I genuinely loved that
it's so
series.
difficult for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I just like binging it. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
what I'm like. Yeah, Loki, I done that in a day.
Yeah. Oh, Loki was so
Loki
Yeah,
good.
that was good. And
Honestly-
WandaVision was amazing.
WandaVision, Loki, and Moon Knight are goated at the moment, but
Yeah.
it's just because it's a more interesting storyline. They always have like the on-Earth like espionage spy type storyline,
Yeah.
and then the like mystical multiverse fucking storyline, and it's always that one that's more interesting. Like Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy, they're always more fun to watch.
The new Thor's going to be good. Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
He's
loved
barely even in it.
The
Chris
first 2
Hemsworth.
films were boring.
Oh, that's because he's playing as shit. He had the bleached eyebrows and
Yeah,
everything, and
the
now
first 2
he's
films
funny.
were just-
He's had a haircut. He's
You know, they had Natalie Portman, which
She-
made them good.
she's in the new one.
Is she? I
she's-
like the new one
She's
then.
Lady for.
Oh yeah, that'd be
That's
cool.
that's
Do you know
what.
what I want to see though? I want to see a series of Korg
Yeah,
or Valkyrie.
Valkyrie's in the new one.
Yeah, but a series, because she's like
Maybe
the leader of
Korg and
Asgard.
No,
Valkyrie.
so Valkyrie and Natalie Portman have got more screen time in the new Thor film than Chris Hemsworth. It's about
cool. I've seen a lot
it's
of
about
Chris
her
Hemsworth.
becoming Lady Thor,
That's pretty.
and like I think there's a relationship between her and Valkyrie as well.
Yeah,
I like Natalie Portman.
they're doing She-Hulk as well, aren't they?
Yeah, that's out June, I think. Yeah, June.
She-Hulk?
Yeah.
She-Hulk.
His,
Yeah.
That's a thing?
his cousin, yeah.
Yeah.
His cousin. Yeah, he's got a cousin.
Since when?
Well, people have
She-Hulk-
families.
I don't.
She Hulk's almost as old as Hulk. She only came
Yeah.
out like 10 years after he did.
And you got Miss Marvel.
What? Is she
as well.
gay as well?
Well,
No, not Kate. I mean, the way the MCU's going, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Valkyrie's gay. Isn't she?
Yeah, no, that's what Valkyrie and Natalie Portman are meant to be having a bit of a fling in the new
Not
one.
Natalie Portman.
Bro, you know, have ever seen Black Swan? Of course, Natalie Portman.
Oh yeah, she gets fingered in that, doesn't she?
Why is that everyone? That's to be fair. I only watched it for the first time the other day, and the second someone put it on, I was like, "Is this the one where she gets fingered?" They were like,
I haven't even seen
they
it.
were
but-
like, "It's actually a really good film as well." It's like, I don't care, just tell me when that.
Yeah, skip the boring bits.
Oh, you saying that?
Yeah.
I actually watched a legendary film the other day,
Oh,
and I'm
God.
actually surprised it's taken me this long to watch it.
What?
Shawshank.
Yeah,
Great
good
film.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Well
film.
done, kids.
Green Mile as
Honestly,
well.
Green
Green
Mile.
Mile. That is the best film. I don't even
My
care. Hands
favourite
down,
film
best
of all
film ever
time
made.
I'm
Green
hurting.
Mile.
Miles.
is Blow with Johnny Depp.
Oh, I
that
haven't
is
seen that.
so good.
I still need to see
bruv.
Forrest Gump.
That's so
That's a
mad.
banger.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump's good.
Forrest Gump's
I still
good.
need to
I've
see
just watched
that.
it so
Have you ever
much
seen
now.
the Truman Show?
I
Oh,
love
that's
it.
so
Show,
good.
that's a banger.
That's so good.
That's a banger.
Jim
I
Carrey
I don't
plays that
watch
part.
anything. Like, I can go to the
You're a
cinema for
film
free
student.
with work, and I still don't watch anything. The last 2 films I watched in the cinema was Sonic 2 and Sonic 1.
Is Sonic 2 any good? I want to
Wait,
go see
Sonic
it.
that?
Sonic 2's banging, mate.
They're,
But
they're thinking of getting Keanu Reeves as the voice of Shadow.
I didn't like the voicing for Knuckles. It was very like
He's a bit like
tribal. Almost,
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't.
no.
Really
Do you know why they paid homage to Ugandan Knuckles? I reckon.
Maybe,
Follow me.
like-
I will show you the way.
It worked. Like, for the story they wrote, it worked.
We're cancelled now.
But I was a bit like.
There's a reference. There's a pop culture reference. as
Even
well.
though the story worked like with that voicing, I didn't like it because he doesn't sound like that in any of the
Yeah.
games or any of the other media.
He's quite
It's just a bit
a
weird.
knobhead usually, isn't he? Just in
I like
Oh,
Knuckles.
yeah,
Knuckles is
same.
my favourite.
Yeah.
Shadow's
He's
mine.
my favourite, but he's a knob.
No,
Yeah.
the thing is, Shadow.
Trying to get the chaos.
They
Like,
need the voice of Shadow to be that kind of like kid in school who like thinks they're on their Joker arc, but really they're just an emo.
Yeah.
Why do you look at me like that? Hang on.
Yeah.
Like no, they said they were going to get Keanu Reeves to do the voice of Shadow, which
That'd
I
be
reckon
good.
will be
That's
sick.
John Wick, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, no, the
real
no, but you know,
Bruv,
yeah, I know.
the other day
I
we
know.
were drinking, yeah,
Exactly,
and
drinking.
he goes, oh yeah, Iron Man. I love the actor Tony Stark.
no. Even I know that's wrong.
And I was like, what?
I was very not with it. Let's say that much.
Well, I think it's a good chance for us to move on to the
Yeah.
last bit. Next week, we're going to the Pompey game. It's quite an important. Well, it's not really an important game.
No, we're not going up. We're not going down
for about 6 years.
We're not going down
now.
and we're not going up.
Yeah,
So.
I went like a month or two ago with the missus to her first ever Pompey game. She's been to a game before. She's been to Wembley to watch Tottenham. She supports Tottenham. I know, yeah.
What do we think of Tottenham?
Shit.
What do we think of shit?
Tottenham.
Thank you.
That's all right.
We ain't Tottenham.
She's also been to Stamford Bridge and St Mary's. Filth. So I took her to a real game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like we went to Spoons beforehand. We got Spoons at about 12. The game was at 3. You know, sunk a few. You know, toxic masculinity running through the veins. You know, we get there, we get in our seat. And I'm a bit, you know, woo. You know what I mean? Game starts. Mate, cracking game. 4-0 we won. The first goal went in. I grabbed her. I was like, yeah! Shaking her about. And she wasn't even watching the game. She was like, what's happened? She was like, you can just give me whiplash. And then, yeah, it was really good. And I'm looking forward to next week, yeah.
See,
it's going to be good.
The closest to a football game I've properly seen
It's playing FIFA 12.
No, 11 actually. Petersfield first Waterlooville in Love Lane.
Oh my
That's
God.
as real as I've got, and that's as tragic as it is. So I'm looking forward to
I
this.
haven't been to a Pompey game in a while. The last one that I went to was Pompey versus Southampton.
Yeah, but they battered us 4-0.
Yeah, it wasn't a good time.
Boo.
Boo.
But it was an experience because we were in like the little VIP area.
Again, bougie.
Yeah,
You are just a Tory.
Yeah,
I didn't pay for the tickets.
Exactly!
that's how the rich take it.
I had my PA sort that out. But with that, it was the first time. So Jess was me and Jess had kind of just got together, and she was gonna give because I was gonna take my dad, and she was giving me and my dad a lift up there, and this was when he was quite poorly, and picked him up in Lee Park. We got to the roundabout, and he threw up all in her car. And so, first time she's met my dad, first time he's met
Good
her.
start, yeah.
We've only been together a little while.
Yeah.
And we had to take him back.
Oh.
And he was just like, he really wasn't feeling well. I felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, you should still go to the game.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay.
Yeah, because he's a Portsmouth fan as well,
yeah,
isn't he?
yeah.
Liverpool, Portsmouth
and Liverpool, yeah. And so I said to Jess, I was just like, are you going to want to go? She's like, no, not really. Like,
you took Sinsink, didn't you?
Yeah. So Iggy was living above, like next to the Fratton Park at the time, and I called him up and I was just like, have you looked out your window? And he's just like, yeah. And you see the big crowd? He's like, yeah. I was like, do you fancy joining it? He was like, what do you mean? I was like, I've got tickets for the game. He's just like,
Bro,
yeah,
I'm so
right.
mad you didn't invite me to that, you know. So I would have been... Because every time I go to a football game, by the end of it, I don't have a voice.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a voice. Like, I just scream the whole game.
Well, the thing is, like, it was difficult trying to get Iggy in because obviously it was all like ticketed and had my dad's name and he had like a disabled ticket, and so getting Iggy in on a disabled ticket
should be easy.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard. We just walked straight through. Well, he hobbled.
It's like limp.
But yeah, it was great. But I am, in general, I'm actually really loving the football that's going on just around the world at the moment.
I've been watching football so much recently. I watched all the Champions League this week. I didn't watch the Liverpool game because she was obviously going to win that.
Yeah.
But the City game, even though it was 0-0, was excellent. Madrid-Chelsea, both legs. Oh my God.
Bet for Chelsea to win.
I thought they were going
I
to.
thought, but
I think,
Madrid,
yeah.
It's Champions League.
Do you know what? I'll tell you who's overrated, right? And everyone loves him. I love him. Think he's a great guy. Kante.
Oh,
Overrated.
Yeah.
So overrated
Yeah.
now. He's a great player. He's won, 2 Premier Leagues, a World Cup. Do you know what I mean?
Football. Goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad player, bad. Good player, good.
But I'm in a
Yellow
football,
card,
I've
red
been in a
card.
football game since I was 9, so I haven't got a fucking clue.
Well, let's hope we can get you a ticket for Saturday.
I think so.
I reckon you'd like it.
No, I do like. I support Pompey. I like football games, but fucking, I just haven't been to one. But it's my birthday on Saturday, so if I can, that'd be blessed.
Yeah.
I will just get absolutely hammered though. That's what I do on my birthday.
Isn't your birthday very, very close to next Grab the Mic?
It's Saturday.
It's on the day.
No, this Saturday is my birthday.
Oh, okay.
So in a week's time.
Yeah, we're 1 week's time, and then Grab the Mic's 3 days later.
So for Peach's birthday present, come to grab the mic.
I've been telling people that.
Yeah.
I've literally said to her, it's my unofficial birthday celebration, so if you don't come, you don't love me. So.
Wait, does that mean we can have an after party?
Well, I was going to go out in Portsmouth,
God.
but now I'm going to try convince my parents to let me use their house in Fareham and then just get everyone back.
After grab the mic.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
So
If I can get them all back to Southampton, I'd do it at my new house, but I can't. So I might just go out in Pompey.
You never got to come to the old Wom house.
Oh my God, yeah.
Is that where you had the room full of balls?
Yeah, so
There's a lot of things that I can't say.
there is a lot of things we can't
I was
say.
just about to come out with some stuff.
Although
yeah.
we did have a ball pit room.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
I never lived there, but I was there more
You
than a lot of people.
He was there more than I was.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, it'd be the night time, and I'd be like, oh yeah, Jay, I'm going, and he'd be like in the studio working on the video or something, and then it'd be the next day I'd be getting up to go to work, and he'd still be in there like clacking away sort of thing.
I remember.
I made some good videos in that time.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it was when we were sat there that one time and we were watching all the battles back, and you had who's it? What's his name? We watched. Oh mate, that battle when we watched it back, just the memories it created was so funny.
But I loved it because I hadn't got Premiere then, and I used to use Final Cut in college, and obviously that Mac had Final Cut.
Yeah.
So it's true. I used to just go to Matt's house and just make all my videos for quite a while before I upgraded my own software.
I remember the one time I went out clubbing, and because this house was above a nightclub, and I remember calling you up and I said, look, big man, I'm going to be out in Pompey tonight, can I come crash at yours when I'm done? And he goes, I'm going to be in bed, call Iggy, because Iggy lived with you. So I called up Iggy, I said, Iggy, come to the club if you want to meet us down there, but I'm going to be out between 12 and 2, I'll knock on you. So I'll come, sweet, no worries. I get kicked out about 1 o'clock.
Of course.
So I called him about 20 times, no answer. I sit there, bang on the door, no answer. I get stranded in Portsmouth, don't I? Stranded, left at the train
So
station.
peak, man. To be honest, but you didn't try calling my phone, did you?
Well, no, because you was asleep and you were at work the next morning, so I was trying to be respectful.
That is quite kind of you, but if I was stranded, I would have woke you up.
See, being respectful doesn't always get you what you want.
Good message. I do it to be fair. I remember when you did live there, because that was when I first ever hit you up about working on some music. Was when you were living there.
Yeah.
But then it took 3.5 fucking years before I actually hit you.
Yeah, we weren't there. I think we were only there for 6 months.
It wasn't
to be
that
honest.
long. I remember the housewarming party.
Was it in that house where you got a picture of Joe in a mankini?
Yeah.
That-
Within the first day though, Joe locked himself out of his room, and I've got a video of him rugby tackling the door through, and the door was off its hinges for at least 2 months.
Mate, when Anna moved into her place, she locked herself out of a room with a cat inside. So I tried to break the door down, didn't work. Paid 80 quid for
Imagine
it.
Pete breaking it.
Bro,
The door breaks him, he's splitting half.
paid 80 quid for an emergency locksmith to come out and do it, and I was like, right, sick. That was stress. I'm gonna go home now. And literally about 4 hours later, I just get a phone call. Like, I've done it again. I was like, you fucking idiot.
Oh, mate.
And then I was like, just honestly, there's nothing I can do now. You're just gonna have to feed him double the food tomorrow when you can open the door.
Yeah.
It was so fucking shit. In the 4 hours, bro, done it twice.
I locked
Fuming.
myself out of my room once, and it was on bloody bonfire night, so I came back and I was like covered in mud. I was supposed to go out. My sister and her mate had come round for pre-drinks, and I couldn't get in my room, so I couldn't get changed or anything. And I'm there trying to find a locksmith and all this sort of stuff. No one could come out until
So
the next day.
expensive when they're that.
But this is the thing, I met the guy really early in the morning. He came out, he put a little wedge in the door, hammered it, and then he was through straight away. And no, he didn't even hammer it, he just put a little wedge through and basically pushed back the locking mechanism. It cost me over 100 quid. Took him 30 seconds, mate. I was so angry. I drank all the booze in the flat. I was just like, well, if I can't go out, I'm just going to stay in here.
Yeah.
And it was a lonely man moment, mate.
Yeah.
Just covered in mud.
We've all been there, mate. Oh.
Yeah, but like, literally, my sister and her mate were like having the best time, like getting ready to go out and all this sort of stuff, drinking and whatever. And they were like, "Are you sure you don't want to come?" I'm like, "I'm caked in fucking mud. No, I'm not going out like this." And Yeah, just fuck it. I had like boots on and all this. Yeah, it was just horrible. I just drank everything.
Did you draw a face on a ball and call it Wilson?
I nearly did. I think Iggy wasn't there. I think Joe had moved out by then as well, and so it was literally just me. And I just took everything out of the fridge. I even drank. Iggy had this really horrible homemade Polish vodka. It was like 99%.
I bet that was well strong.
Yeah, I just did some of that as well. I was just like, I need to forget this night.
Mate, that was like me in the Euro final, mate. Oh, mate, honestly, yeah, I don't cry that much as a bloke. Yeah, I honestly don't. I cried myself to sleep that night. I was in tears.
I was laughing at people on the train who were
I
crying.
remember that night that we went
God.
to try and watch it at Spoons.
Oh, you sprained your ankle, bro.
Fully. It was during one of the penalties, and we were sat on one table and we were using Lucas's MacBook. Right?
Yeah, because they weren't showing it in Spoons.
Yeah.
Mate, I was vexed.
I told you they weren't going.
They were
mate,
showing
yeah.
tennis. He ended up writing an angry email
Yeah.
like, "You Boris shagging Tories." Like,
Yeah, mate, I was
fuck you, it's
fuming.
coming home.
Yeah.
And then so there was these other guys on this other table with their laptop, but theirs was a couple of seconds faster than ours. So we ran over there for the penalty, and as Harry Kane scored the penalty, I've jumped like, yeah. And as I came back down, I've like rolled my ankle, almost stacked it, stood on my feet like a champ, and then I had to literally like hop to the train station. Like I could not walk for days. It was so funny.
That was a funny night.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
crazy, man.
And then because I've got some random bird just to send us drinks and it works. I was gassed. Got like 40 quid's worth of free drinks. I was like, "Oi, mate."
Yeah. I've got a mate. I went to Spoons with a mate who's got an OnlyFans, but then like private Snapchat and that. And she was there. She had no money to drink, so I was like just putting it in there. It was a she. I don't just have right. Anyway, yeah, she was there, and she was like, "Oh, like, what are we gonna do for drinks?" And I was like, "Guarantee you, just put the table number on your private Snapchat and say what Spoons you're at." She was like, "That's not gonna work." I was like, "If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But if it does." Bro, within 7 minutes, we had like 6 pints, 4 shots, 2 pitchers, and then a bowl of chips just come to our table. Because she's just got like thirsty men just like that. They were like, "Oh, yes, my queen, I'll send you stuff." And it's like, "Sick,
mate,
keep them
yeah.
coming."
Do you know what
What
that?
kind of friend do you want?
Do you know
Yeah,
what?
no, I was there and I'm taking a commission. She was like, "What do you want?" I was like, 25% of the drinks you get. And she was like, "Yeah, crack on." And we just got smashed for free the whole night.
That reminds me of one thing. Do you remember that time, do-rag in Spoons?
Oh, yeah, that was class. That was class.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'll let you guys do the context for that if you
God
want.
blessed.
So the bloke,
Should we give some context to the whole do-rag situation?
Yeah, yeah, maybe not actually. It's a bit deep.
No, it's funny.
So okay,
Just if you want to know about the do-rag, tune into the next one.
yeah.
Should we save that for the next one?
Yeah, I think we'll save it.
If you want to
Okay.
know about the do-rag,
Tune into the next
If
one.
you-
Yeah.
Real ones will know.
give us some
Yeah.
likes and comments and we might tell you.
Do-rag.
But yeah, well, I think there's probably a good place to kind of to leave it though.
Yeah, before we get onto anything
Yeah.
too inappropriate.
I'm sure as these kind of go on a little bit more, we'll get a little bit better at them. Obviously, getting some guests in and stuff like that as well. I'd like to eventually take this onto a proper radio station.
Definitely.
Do it,
Or
but
Spotify.
yeah,
What
or
do we think
Spotify.
of the drink, lads?
Oh
Do
yeah,
you know
the
what?
drink.
Yeah, it was nice.
You know what? I'm normally like a fruit cider person because I don't like really appley cider.
Yeah.
But this was really
They can be
nice.
Not
quite
bad,
bitter,
innit?
but
I
this was
agree.
nice, yeah.
See, the thing is,
I'm kind of annoyed at that. I was hoping one of you really wouldn't like it so I could get another one, but
you see, the thing
let's
is,
go shop.
in my teenage years, yeah, I spent every weekend. What? Hang on, what's that look for?
You're not 40, bro.
I feel like it,
He
right?
looked at it.
Right. So in my teenage years, every weekend I'd easily smash down like 3 2-litre bottles of cider. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the old
Sorry,
Frosty Jacks.
Right. And so that completely sent me off apple cider.
Yeah,
And
you
that-
hate it, don't you?
That is actually
Like
really
big
smooth.
2-litre bottles of Strongbow.
Strongbow
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well,
yeah.
You know,
gross.
there's a guy I met at a festival who he's just a squatter and he works festivals and sells the phones that he finds just to make money. He told me that basically if you get Frosty Jacks, pour out a little bit, put a whole can of Red Bull in there, they call it champagne. And it's just basically the nice.
Don't give him
the-
any ideas.
Trick
Look at his
his
face.
Yeah. So
I
it's
was
like
like,
it's like if you're unfortunately one of those people who just sits on the streets and drinks. Drinking a whole like 2-litre bottle of cider's not gonna taste good after a while, so they pour Red Bull in it and makes it taste pain. And it does. I've tried it.
Fair enough.
Champagne.
Follow the next one to see how that tastes.
We'll try it. That's the next drink I'll bring in. I'll make everyone some
But I
champagne.
tell you what, you do raise a good point though, because I think that's probably why I don't really like apple cider.
Yeah.
It's
Easiest
also
way
why I
to get
don't like
pissed.
wine, because we used to do Lambrini,
Lamborghini's
yeah.
grim, bro.
That time at uni.
but it was so cheap.
When
it
I
was
came
so
out with like,
Oh yeah.
it was so cheap,
Yeah.
man. Bottles of Lambrini and bottles of Frosty
Bro, what,
Jones.
$1.99 Lamborghini at the shop near
We,
mine.
Yeah.
when we went to college, we always used to just go to Asda on our break and get like 3 crates of stubby beer. Do you know, like the little short
Yeah.
bottles? We used to just literally like shotgun them kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, it was terrible. That one time I turned up to college and I had a acrylic water pipe, I believe is the correct name for them.
Well done.
Nice.
I had some very special sweeties.
Yeah.
I had a bottle of Sambuca, a couple bottles of
Sambuca?
Stellas. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was just for a break at college.
Mate, I hate
that was
Sambuca.
literally just for the break, weren't it, Lucas? We were
Yeah.
sat in the little woods bit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you made it to uni, bro.
Oh,
Your failure at college is starting to make more sense.
yes.
Well, anyway, I think we'll leave it there. For anyone that actually made it through this whole thing, congratulations.
Yeah,
You
I
have
don't know
won-
how you done it.
You have won nothing apart from our thankfulness.
That's a good way to boost the
I'll
morale.
tell you
at
what,
the end.
if you send us a message, if you send the word of mouth Instagram a message with the word inches,
That
we
was
will-
good.
Inches, we will give you free entry to the next Grab the Mic.
We'll give you
gig.
3 inches.
Yeah. Let's limit it
I'll
to
give you
20. Yeah. If 20 people manage to message us, we'll give 20 free tickets away to the next gig. Deal?
Which I'm performing at, so comment it.
So don't come.
This
fuck
might
off.
go out after.
Which I might not be performing at. So
But
I
we'll
don't give
all
a
be
shit.
there. We'll all be there unless we're on holiday or elsewhere.
He won't.
Bye.
In a bit.
It is what it is. But yeah, code inches. Send it to the word of mouth group.
Code inches. We got merch.
Yeah.
Do you ever get the merch out?
Shall I get the matches?
Yeah, of course.
See.
Alright, I think
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, bye.
In a bit.
Bizzle.
One love.
I'll do a clap.
Yeah. No, do one singular clap. Boys, do you want this to come out?
Alright, let me do it.
Go. Kids, stop!
That was on time.